strategies and tactics that some of you guys are not ready for. The market is changing in such a rapid way, and it's going to get incredibly powerful for creative finance, and some of you are not ready for it. You won't be able to catch up fast enough. And that is perfectly okay. You need to understand that creative finance wins in every single market, but right now, it just changes its focus a little bit of what your strategy is. And when the market changes back again, let's say interest rates go down again, it's not that creative finance goes away, it's just that we shift our focus on different strategies, okay? So what I'm going to show you right now is that you may or may not be ready for what I'm going to teach you. I don't want you to shift your focus and go, oh my gosh, that's what I have to work on right now. I have to drop everything I'm doing right now. My avatar was this, but now Pace told me about the market that I have to shift my focus entirely on this. I don't want you to do that. Some people in this room are ready for it. I'd say Marlon Johnson and Tyler and the Bash Bros, you guys are going to run into some of these situations. Kevin Cho is currently doing this. Ingrid definitely is ready for this. A lot of people in this room are ready for what I'm telling you, where you can execute on this stuff and focus a little bit more. But some people have who's never done a deal in here? Okay? What I'm going to teach you is not going to change your life right now. It's interesting, but it's not important yet. Okay? Because remember, real estate's a lifelong endeavor. You're in the phase right now where you've got to figure out what do you actually want to do. Creative finance helps every aspect of real estate. Okay? If real estate is the lump, like just a pile of wood, creative finance is the gasoline in the fire. Just lights the whole thing. Okay? It's powerful. It ignites everything. So it doesn't matter if it's fixing and flipping. If you're a real estate agent, you can. Robbie's back here. I'm doing a deal with Robbie, an agent. Robbie, are you here? Where are you? Is this your first creative finance deal that we're doing right now? And it's incredibly unique. We'll break it down with you guys today. So it doesn't matter if you're an agent, it doesn't matter if you're a fix and flipper, wholesaler, or if you're trying to buy and hold. Creative finance amplifies everything you do. Okay? So what just happened on the 21st, guys? Okay, so what does that mean for us? How does that change real estate as a whole? Forget about creative finance for a minute. How does that change real estate as a whole? Okay, so we were going through, let's say 2000, basically everything from 2012 has basically gone up to culminate in 2022, right? In the beginning of 2022, right? Our interest rates were really low. They were pouring money into the market. Economy, who cares what the economy is doing when the federal government is just printing money, trillions of dollars and just pumping it in, which for real estate investors has been great. My net worth went up about $20 million just in the last couple of years just from property that was sitting there doing nothing. Okay, so I'm not angry at it. You guys just have to figure out how do you get a piece of this. Now, here's another thing you have to understand. Whether you're a Democrat or you're a Republican, guess what? You're both wrong. Okay, because we both pay the same amount of money at the grocery store. We both pay the same amount of money at the gas station. We both are pouring our taxes into local government that's misusing our money. Do we all agree with that? Whether you're a Democrat or you're a Republican, you are wrong. Okay? So you have to look at everything as an entrepreneur. Your job is what? Is your job to try and change what the politicians are doing in your local market? I'm going to tell you guys something very interesting. None of you in this room, me included, have any power. You don't have enough money to have power. You want to make a change in politics? Make more money. Be way more influential than you are right now. Your vote does not matter. The state you live in matters because your state as a whole typically will vote one way or the other. So your one little vote, they'll try and convince you your vote matters. It doesn't. Okay? What does matter is how you align with what's going on with the market. You can't control this wave. You guys going to the beach and saying, you know what, I'm just learning how to surf. I'm going to will the ocean to slow the waves down. And I'm going to think really hard. Do you think you're going to slow the ocean down? Okay, that's trying to control politics. You will never, ever, ever, until you're worth over $100 million or more, you will never have an impact on your local politics. Scary to think about. So what do we do instead? What we do instead is we do what our responsibility is. Our responsibility as business owners is to make money now and in the future. That is our responsibility. Okay? For those of you that are not taking action, you're thinking, oh, well, I'll make money in the future. No. Your job is to make money now. Okay, some of the practices and some of the things we're going to do today are going to show you guys how to make money right now today. Okay, so I rode this wave because I knew what was going on. And I bought and I bought and I bought and I bought. Now what's going to happen, okay, what interest rates were people getting like right in this range right here? Let's say 2 to 4 on the high end, right? Like 4 was like, I was looking at Subto deals that were like coming across my table at like 4.25. I'm like, okay, like I don't want that. Okay, so there's been this amazing pattern that's gone on for the last 5 to 7 years, is that interest rates were so low that people were going out and they were acquiring real estate, right? Homeowners were acquiring real estate. Now what was happening in that time frame is money was so dang cheap, prices of houses went up, which is great, but now guess what's going to happen, guys? Okay, Ingrid, do you know how many listings we had in Phoenix in March? Ballpark.
In the 3,000 to 4,000.
3,000 to 4,000, okay? And I'd love to hear some other people in here. Our market, local Phoenix, we had 3,000 listings back in February, March. 3,000. A healthy market is 19,000, right? Or am I off on that?
Well, when it was a balanced market, it was actually closer to 25, 26.
Okay, 25, 26.
Yeah.
There's people on Zoom that are watching this.
Oh, hey. Yeah. In Arizona,
Oh, hey.
a more balanced market is what I mean by balance is the balance of power between the buyer and the seller, so that there's enough supply that they both have some level of leverage.
There you go. So it got so crazy, the imbalance got so crazy that us as fix and flippers, I'd throw anything on the market in an imperfect condition, and a buyer would come along and they'd offer way, way, way high, right? Everybody's flooding it. We all know this stuff, and I'll lead up to where I'm going with this. It was so amazing for us that when a buyer's agent would come to us and go, we would like to ask for repairs, I told my wife on a voice memo, I said, put in the listing that if you ask me for a repair, go take a hike. And she's like, you want to put that in the listing? I go, yes, put it in the listing. Seller will not repair a single thing. You can inspect the property all you want. We will not. And so my wife then, when somebody was negotiating with my wife, she had a standard paragraph. She said, my seller is hypersensitive to repair requests. In fact, if you blah, 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 we will reject your offer. Well, I want acknowledgement that you understand that you're going to enter into a contract with a seller that will say no to everything. That's how strong for the last 2 years, up until the recent interest rates, that's how strong I could be on my fix and flips. I could be a belligerent asshole. Okay? And it was amazing, and it worked. Okay? Is that a balanced market or an imbalanced market?
Imbalance.
Cool. So now, unfortunately, our interest rates are getting raised because why?
Inflation.
Was at 9.1%. It's now at 8.6%. That's scary. Even after 3 rate hikes, we've only gone down 0.5%. So what do you think the Fed is going to do this year?
Go up again.
They're going to raise at least another percentage point before the end of the year. That's in the next 3 months. So when they raise rates, so here we are in January of this year. Okay, January of this year, we had 3,000 listings on our market, completely imbalanced. This is where Pace could be a butthole and tell the buyer, Pace is hypersensitive to repairs. Now here we are in September. How many listings do we have on the market? 19 to 20,000. Okay, now we have seen a massive change. Now you would assume that the seller still has power here because there's not enough properties on the market, right? You would say that 20, 25,000 is probably a balanced market, but unfortunately, sellers for the last year or so have been so convinced that their properties are worth more that people are now they were listing for a long time above what the market value was, and then what they started doing the last 3 months is what? Okay. They're not really price dropping from what a property was really worth. They were price dropping from the belligerent stage to now the real stage. Okay, so now people are putting their houses on the market at the appropriate price because they've learned, and then along comes Jerome Powell. And now he raises rates another 0.75%. Now we will see real price drops. Every single market in the country will drop. You've got markets, I actually saw Chris Crone, I was in a text thread with him and he put a post on today. It was interesting. Did anybody see this? Pull up Chris Crone's things. He says $300,000 mortgage last year was, I believe, $1,250. A $300,000 mortgage now today is a little over $1,900. What does that do to an average family when your groceries have gone up 10%, right? Your gas has gone up 30, 40%. Everything's more expensive across the board. Now your mortgage for the same house is going to be $650 more expensive. Okay, what does that do? It makes it so that same family can't afford that house. And if that same family can't afford that house, real prices will drop. Big time. Okay? So we're going to have, we just had the rate hike. That will show up in 60 days. Okay? It takes a little bit of time to catch up. It's going to show up in 60 days. We're going to go from 20,000 listings to 30,000 listings in less than 60 days. Okay? Now when we raise the rates again, they're going to raise the rates. I bet you it'll happen either last part of November or first part of December. What do we think is going to happen? Yeah, Merry Christmas. Who actually watched Jerome Powell talk about this? He said, United States needs to brace for pain. Right? He's saying, yep, we love making sure we have a healthy economy, but unfortunately, if there's not price regulation and inflation is going up at 8.6%, we have to curb it. So they're going to throw up a whole nother percentage point. And what's going to happen is we're going to go from 30,000, is I'm seeing people say we're going to go to 42,000 listings by February of next year. 42,000 listings is the projections we're looking at. All right, so let's talk about what does that mean for us? Okay, whether it's wholesale, fixing and flipping, or buying and holding, what does that mean for us? Okay, so for wholesale, this amplifies wholesale. Okay, you guys just don't see that. Here's the people you're going to have a hard time with. You're going to have a hard time wholesaling to who? Fix and flippers. If you guys are fixing and flipping, get out of those projects ASAP. You're talking about the one you and I are in?
No, my Round Rock, Texas one.
Oh, okay.
I'm not as worried about the one that we got in because we got it at a decent enough price.
Well, we could refinance that deal too.
Right.
We should just have Ingrid hold the thing the whole time. Okay, so I'm telling you right now, if you guys are out actively looking for fix and flips, do not do that. You're hearing it right here, right now. Do not get yourself, if your business is focused on fix and flips, you should probably shift your focus.